Hi, I'm Monica Dina Hupperts of Whole Heart Energy. I'm hoping you can hear me. I have not done this for a long time, so if there's anybody out there, please let me know so that I know I'm being heard. Pretty sure this is being taped, so I'm not worried about that part, but yeah, it's been a while. So happy Thursday. Today I'm doing a special property reading, and I have been doing these for quite a number of years now and have had so many people so appreciative of what's been going on. Did you know that your home and property have their own Akashic Records? That we're attracted to properties and homes that are vibrationally aligned to us, whether we consciously know it or not. And just like us, properties and homes can obtain, their own energetic blocks. And we just can clear them in our energy fields, just like we do our own. And it's wonderful. After you've done your own transformational work, you've shifted your vibrational energy, and your property and home and land, it still remains in its original energetic vibration. And, oops, something happened here. There we go. And that this can impede you from having a full transformation because of the surrounding vibration of your home. You gotta think about it. You spend so much time in your home. I mean, you're gonna pick it up. It's the energies that are there. So, what makes it more difficult for you to shift fully out of your old energy and into your new, more aligned vibration is that property is still holding its original vibration that you were attracted to at one time before you did all your own healing and clearing. Now, a property realignment is an ideal option for you to choose so you can move forward. Shifting the vibration of your environment supports your transformation and all of the wonderful work that you've done on yourself. And one of the things that I do with this property alignment is I check for quite a few things. In my realty rescue session, I do a 25, well, it's probably more than 25-point checkup on what's, it's usually a negative impacting your home and the land it sits on. And I have done a special where if you did a donation for today's session, you had a choice of 6 different areas that you could have cleared. One would have been the number of portal ways allowing earthbound souls to enter, finding out how many independent negative thought forms were present in your home, if there were any earthbound souls in your home or property, if there were any anger spears directed at your property, how many gateways, if any, were present, and what was the land assignment designation before you moved in. You gotta think, we have had, years and years and years, centuries and millennia of this earth being formed, and things have happened, migrations have happened, all sorts of activities took place. And one of the things that I do is I check, what was some of those, what were some of those Designations is the word I was trying to think of. Designations. Now, some were sacred sites at one time, others were battlegrounds, some were burial grounds, some were home because it's nothing negative happened, and others were neutral. I think they were neutral before they became home. So, anyways, that's what I look for as well when it comes to the land assignment. Now, Megan, I don't know if you're here yet, but I will be sending you a copy of this live and a detailed report of what you have asked for. So, in my report, I list the energetic qualities that directly impact a person, so you can identify the reasons why your own personal energy upgrades weren't taking hold as well as you once thought that they would. I performed a clearing and healing incantation in the form of a property realignment request. I address this through the Akashic Records, where I work with Source, and through all other available dimensional aspects of existence, of your place and of the inhabitants, in all concepts of time, throughout all of creation. Now, I request Source to energetically, boy, I can't speak today. There's a little fly in my face here, and it's just driving me nuts. Energetically align this property with your best divine self-expression and the best divine self-expression of all the inhabitants there. I do a whole schwack of clearing and healing and upgrading of the space and place. And of course, I place spheres of divine love and protection above, below, around, and all about your property and home too. I also provide a written report about my findings in my full-blown one. Yes, I'll be giving a small one to Megan, but it won't have all the details that my full-blown one does. But in the written report, I give my findings about some suggestions as to what else you can do to positively impact the feeling of your home, and thus further helping yourself move forward in life. You know, if you knew that the healing that you had done was a good healing and you felt the shifts at the time, whether you were at home and felt the shifts, you were at a course, you were online somewhere, you were on your phone, you're on your computer, wherever it was, and your body, your whole being felt those shifts, that's great. But then, have you ever noticed that a little while down the road, all of a sudden it seems like it's almost as if it didn't stick, which isn't true. It's not true that it didn't stick. The thing is, other things superseded it later on, and the energies of your home could be one of those. So that's one of the reasons why you want to do an energetic upgrade to your house, to your home, to the land to which it all sits on. The service is done without you present. I do this usually, there's no Zoom call or audio transmission for us to do together. I simply send you the finished report with all of my findings within a week of your request. If you require further clarification, there's a free follow-up call made available to you, no problem. And so before I tell you about the offer that I have, let me talk about Megan's request that she had for hers. So she had asked for 2 items. What did she ask for? Oh yeah, if there were any earthbound souls in her home or property, and what the land assignment was at that time. And so yes, I found that there were some independent souls that were bothering her. There were two of them. And the energetic qualities that were present in her home, one was weakness and the other was timidity. Now, I've known Megan quite a while, and so when she asked me to do this and I looked into this for her, um, it almost came as no surprise because Megan is a private person, and I mean she's jovial, she'll have great conversations with you and all, but not as outgoing, and she would be the first to admit this. So I'm not sharing things out of context, and I told her what I'd be telling about anyways. So the timidity was definitely not a surprise to find. The other one that was a surprise was weakness. So she is feeling weak in her ability to get some things accomplished, have her dreams realized, have her goals realized. She'll do some steps toward it and then stop. And she couldn't figure out why. Well, now that I've seen this in her Akashic Records for her home, I could see how those things were impacting her. So weakness and timidity from the independent souls that were in her home at that time, and I'm saying at that time because I have cleared them. And so they're no longer there, but she definitely told me later on, because I did this ahead of time with her, that she really felt a difference all of a sudden. And she didn't know when I was going to do this for her, because I wanted to do it ahead of time, be able to feel comfortable and confident talking to you all about it so that I could, honestly report on it. And to have her tell me that was wonderful. So the other thing was her land assignment was neutral. Homes have been built there in that space and place since the 1960s. So I was waffling between home and neutral, but when I went to the original Akashic Records area, it was just neutral. Anything that had happened didn't seem to negatively impact the land. The land did not hold on to it. When her home, it's a rental that she has, when that home was being built, I guess it didn't have any negative impact over the years. And so, like, nothing major anyways, anything minor, I was able to clear for her quickly. And so she wanted to go from neutral, and get this, I like this, she wanted her home to feel safe, happy, loving, and healthy. And I love this little bit. And it could come with me receiving money too. I laughed with that. I thought that was cute. But absolutely, those were two things that were impacting her, and how she was being affected by it was very tangible to her. So I'll be doing a follow-up with her later on to check to see how the clearing had gone through. We just talked briefly, quickly, that she actually felt the impact from the clearing that was done. So I appreciated her telling me that. It was nice. So, like I said in the report, I provide things that she can do in addition to the house clearing, things she can do herself, tangible things that she can do for herself. And that's in the report, and I gear it towards the person specifically. She's a person that does believe in the power of crystals and all of that, so I mentioned specific crystals to put in specific rooms, in specific areas. Um, and she's not a person who would smudge her place, for example. So no sage or any of the other smudging type materials. So she's not into that. So that was not one of the suggestions that I gave to her, because it wasn't calling for her to be done. So anyways, so I am offering a 15% discount on my regular price for people if you're booking today, and you can save 15% off the regular price. So it's normally $75. 15% off brings it down to $63.75 instead. So, and you just use the code SAVE15. And on my website, wholeheart8.com, it's called Whole Heart Energy, but the web address is wholeheart8.com. There's a banner on the top first page that it'll remind you there in case you forget. What did she say? Save 15 is the thing that was all about. So I hope this helped you understand what is possible with this wonderful clearing. People have reported just wonderful, well, almost magical, as one person put it, results because of the clearing and healings that were done there. People have been feeling, healthier, happier, depending on what they're looking for, as their land reassignment, how they wanted to, feel in their home, how they wanted their guests to feel in their home, how they wanted everybody who lives there to feel in their home. And it's wonderful, the turnabout. I remember one fella, he had 3 dachshunds. Now one dachshund is usually quite a noisy little character that he had for the longest time, and then he got a second. Well, the second one picked up what the first one was doing, and then the third one, the puppy, they just couldn't resist this little puppy. And the third one seemed to have been the yappiest of it all. And when I did that for Steve, he took a while in returning a review for me. And that, to me, I mean, we're friends, so, that was kind of surprising. But he said, I had to make sure. My dogs have settled down so much that they're not as easily excited. And at first he thought something was wrong with them, and he took them to the vet. And no, there was nothing wrong with them. But the energy in his place had been reassigned. I think his was a battleground, if I'm not mistaken. And we all know that animals are very adept at picking up the energies, the entities, the beings, the frequencies, and all of that are surrounding them and their human companions. I don't like to use the word owners. I think we just love one another as family members when they're pets like that. Anyways, he said, yeah, I had to make sure. And then when I went back and I reread the report, well, I could see why things had changed for them. And he was just a happy camper. And, 3 months later, I had checked on him. Now, things can happen over 3 months, right? But when I checked on the property itself, it wasn't the property that was bringing that in. In fact, it was his visiting daughter and their pets when they came, and that energy stayed, and his dachshunds picked up on that, and we're reacting to whatever stayed behind, because whatever stayed behind certainly liked the energy of his house. The dogs were reacting to it again. So what happened was I cleared the energies around him, because it went to him and his wife, and then I had to, of course, I get permission to clear from him, his wife, and his daughter, and their pets, so that we could, fix it all up. And the dogs, his Dachshunds, quiet down again. So it was wonderful. It was absolutely a wonderful experience, and what a testimonial to have, to hear that, to know that something very simple as this Akashic Records reading done on your property can affect the inhabitants so much, so much. The people, the pets, the neighbors even. He had a lot of anger spears at his property. Before he had moved into, there was quite an interesting couple apparently that lived there, and the neighbors were not too fond of the people that lived there, and were, unbeknownst to them, of course, sending negative energy towards that property, towards them, towards where they lived, and that property picked that up. And so, thus feeding that battleground kind of land assignment. It was amazing. It's absolutely amazing to be able to follow those breadcrumbs in those Akashic Records that were there, and figure it out, and have that all come to a full understanding of what was going on in that home. I really appreciated finding that out. He told me that later on. So then we were able to chat and put it better together, fully understanding more what it was that was happening. So, anyways, so that's it for today, guys. Nobody else signed up, unfortunately. So you have a chance tomorrow. I will be doing another live session like this tomorrow, 10 a.m. in Psychics, and I hope that you can join me then. There is, in the comment that I put at the side, the write-ups, that are there, telling you the links, and how to book that for tomorrow. And I do have another friend, but not anybody from the Facebook community here, not anybody from Psychics, that took me up on that. Maybe because you don't know me, I'm not certain why. But whatever it is, doesn't matter. The idea is that, you've seen me now. You know who I am. You've seen my postings before. And now maybe you can put a voice and a face and a feeling to who I am. So I am Monica Dina Hupperts of Whole Heart Energy. My website is wholeheart8.com. Like I said, I'll be here tomorrow, Friday, November 8th, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And I have that link. It says bookme.name/wholeheart8 light tip specials. And so for whatever amount you wish to share with me to gain some information and a small report if you're not coming live, or even if you want, you just tell me. It's not a big deal. I can do that for people. But it'll give you an idea for your own specific property. Megan lives in my hometown in Edmonton here, and I know that she'll feel just happy, because she and I have already arranged to do a full-blown one, and I'll give her the full-blown report when I've done that then. Thank you very much for dropping by, and if you didn't drop by live, tell me in the comments you watched the replay. I'd love to know who heard this, what they thought, if it's something you're interested in the future. I also have a Black Friday special coming out. I think I just posted that in Side Chicks as well. And so check that one out too. There's a separate posting about that. Um, and I think you'll like that. I'm doing between 25 and 44% off that particular special. So hopefully you'll like that. It's one that I had previous years, and it seems to me that people just wait for the Black Friday special for that one because, yes, I do get bookings for it, but it seems that it's more when, you know, after the Black Friday specials, and then they do a continuous monthly subscription to that. So I check it out. Maybe it's for you. I'm sure you'll get a kick out of, you know, what it can do, because, you know, if you think about it, if doing the property clearing here, and then you do a follow-up with that particular special every day for like $1 a day, it works out to be, I do a clearing for you. I do a healing and a clearing, and I ask in addition to your home and property, the land area, right? So not just the home, but the land, the air above, the earth below, everything surrounding it as well, to be cleansed and cleared on a daily basis. And it's, you know, so I could see why people absolutely wait for that. Anyways, so look for those two specials. Look for the write-up in the write-up here with this video, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Get another glimpse of another person's Akashic Records realty rescue operation. And I can't wait to be more live in here. I've been more on the side for a long time for quite a variety of reasons. But anyways, so that's me, and this was Realty Rescue, Monica Dina Hupperts of Whole Heart Energy. Ta-ta for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.